Hi there, Trevor here. I'm going to go over how to install Horizon Web Services 6.3 from SirsiDynix. This is to be used with your ILS for doing any kind of web calls and is for use with Horizon and Symfony. So to get started, we essentially need three files. We need a web browser, so I have Chrome. We need Horizon Web Services, which you'll have to get from SirsiDynix from their support with the support login. And we'll need a very specific version of the Java JDK. So the first thing we're going to do is install Chrome. This will just take a few minutes. And then once we've installed Chrome, we'll install Horizon Web Services, which we got from SirsiDynix's support page. So a quick note on the version of Java that we need. It is the JDK 11.019 for Windows. Any other version of Java does not seem to work properly. Alright, with Chrome installed, we can now install our JDK before we install Horizon Web Services. And it must be done in this order. Well, you don't need to install the browser first, but I highly recommend that you do. So installing Java is straightforward. You just hit the next buttons and wait for it to come up as completed. And we're done with that. Now we can install Horizon Web Services. So in Horizon Web Services, there are several different versions. We want the Windows version, no VM, HZ install, and we'll just go through the wizard, accept the terms of the agreement, select your Java path, and I'm going to change the instance name to HWS, the target directory, and I'm doing a full installation, the service name, Tomcat 9. These are all default. Now here's where you need to put in your ILS information. The database type, your host DNS name or IP address and the port, the database, and the database user you're going to use to connect to the database. Now, I set up a specific database user for this with very limited permissions, and that is what I'm going to use. After we put in that, we have additional settings for patron search, admin access SSL. We're just going to allow patron search, change the currency to Canadian, or log prefixes if we want to change that. Time, look for America Edmonton. Where is it? Here. America Edmonton. HIP, if you're going to use HIP. It's not necessary, you don't need to use it. But if you wanted to, you could put the HIP host. And then we just select install. Alright, now we hit done. We'll want to bring up our services. And our Apache Tomcat 9 services there, it's set to manual, so we'll want to change that to automatic. And hit apply, and then we'll start the service. So now the URL for Horizon is going to be localhost port 8080 because we don't have an SSL certificate set up, / our instance name, which is HWS / admin / login.jsp. And there is our login screen. the default username is admin and the default password is admin. And then you'll be prompted to change your password and set a username. And from here you can configure Horizon Web Services for everything that you possibly could need for your ILS system. So this concludes the basic setup for Horizon Web Services, what's required and what's needed. If you like this tutorial, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps me out, and have a good one.